Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
know gmail.com, right?
Right, right.
So once you open your browser, any browser, Google Chrome or Mozilla or Safari, anything, and you
Mm-hmm.
just type gmail.com there. Let's understand why you are learning Java and where you will be going to implement after completing this course, and how in industry they follow this structure. Okay. So
Okay.
once you type https colon slash gmail.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what is the screen will be seeing once you gmail.com? This screen will
Yeah, it's home.
see, yeah, the home page with two text fields. One is for username, one is for password, and along with that we have one button. What is that button? Is your login button. We have username, password, and login button. Once you provide a valid credential, you can hear me, right? So I said
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
gmail.com. Any valid credential you have provided here in the given fields, text fields. Then you clicked on
Mm-hmm.
login button. What is the next page you will see? If everything goes, every your credential are correct and everything goes correctly, then what is the next page you will see? The inbox page.
Right.
The inbox page. This inbox page will be having all your read and unread emails, or not? All the
Correct.
read or unread emails. So this is called front end. This is called your front end. And this front end is otherwise called it UI. So front end
Mm-hmm.
or UI. Front end or UI. So why it is front end? Because in a application development we have different architecture with different layer. So we have front end, back end, and database layer. So usually the front end is used, the front end is used by the end user to interact with this application. So it is an user interface. So using which user is interacting with our application. Okay, who is the user? You, me, and whoever is going to use this gmail.com. And what are the technology used to develop this front end? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, your Bootstrap,
Angular.
Angular. All these technology are used to develop this front end. And you know, this technology does not have that capability to get the data from the database. Where this data present? Your
Data.
data is are present in your database. This is your database. Okay, this is your database where all your inbox data, all these inbox data are present in this database. In which format? In a tabular format. What is table? A combination of row and column.
Columns.
Yes, a combination of row and column. And all these inbox data, whatever you are seeing here, are present in this table, in this database. Now, what is the problem with this front end technology? They can't provide this data, they can't retrieve or they can't fetch this data from this database because the front end technology cannot talk to this database, because this database only understand which language? SQL.
Mm.
This database only understands SQL language, and whatever response it will give in the SQL format. So these technologies, front-end technology, are not capable of understanding or interpreting this SQL language. Then who is going to help him? Who is going to help this front-end technology to get the data from the database? See, we can't hold this data in this front end. That's why that is the problem. This front end technology are taking someone help to get the data from this database. The data only we can store in a file or in a database or in a remote location. There are three places we can place our data. We need a remote location, one is the file, one is the database. So file we can read using different technology. Now once you click on this button, the request goes to one server. The request goes to one server. This is the server. Okay, the request goes to this server. Now once it reaches to the server, why we call it is a server? Because it is providing service to someone else. The server itself cannot provide the service to this front end. So this server, we have different applications. Try to understand. I'm talking, I'm telling from the scratch how the things are going on
Yes.
behind the scenes. Okay, once you click on this login button, some action happen, some action created. So this action has been reached to the server. Server itself cannot provide the service to this front end. It need a help from this application. What are the application? Application. This is one application one, you can say, and application two. There are different applications are present in this server, which is providing service to this front end. Okay, how? There are different technology used to develop this application. Okay, now this application will be interacting with this database and retrieving the data from this database and sending back to this front end or UI. And there the whatever technology we are using to interact with this database, they can understand the SQL language, and whatever response the database is sending, they can interpret and they can send back to this front end. That's why you are seeing this inbox data in this inbox page. Now what are the technology used to develop this application? We can develop this application by different technology, by Java, Python, .NET. Okay, these are the, and so many technologies are there. Then why Java? Why you are learning Java? Can you tell me why Java?
So basically, it's a platform independent language, so programming language. Mostly, it's used for that purpose, so that
Yes,
it can be. Yes.
yes. Java is a simple, secure, multi-threaded, platform-independent, object-oriented, high-level programming language. What is Java?
Yes.
Java is a simple, secure, multi-threaded, platform-independent, object-oriented, high-level programming language. And in 19th century, when Java developed, that time there is no such application to develop internet application, which will give you a platform independence. That's why Java is more popular and secure. Whenever someone is running some business, he will be thinking about the security, how his data will be secure when it is traveling through the network. Okay, so based upon those constraints, Java is most preferable and acceptable programming language to develop a internet application, okay, or a web application. Okay, so what is Java? Java is a simple, secure, multi-threaded, platform-independent, object-oriented, high-level programming language. In interview, if you give this definition, no one can stop you to get a job. If someone is asking a question like this, okay. Now, what are the things we are going to cover in this Java? First will be your core Java. What are the different topics we are going to cover in core Java? Your history. What is the history of your Java? what is the why the Java come into picture? Who developed Java? Who is the father of Java? In which year Java is introduced? Next is your, and what is OAuth? Before Java, the name was OAuth. Why it changed to name has been given as Java? Like that, so many history are there. We'll discuss about this history. Then installation, Java software installation.
Mhm.
So why this installation part we are covering? Because whenever you join any industry, first as a Java developer, they will ask you to install the Java software in their system. Most of the people fail here, and your first impression will be goes wrong. If you are a Java developer, if you don't know how to install a software of Java, then what is the use of learning Java? So we'll giving more preference on installation. Once you install, what are the folder it will create in your drive? That also we'll see. What is the bin folder? What is the library folder? What is the extension folder? How the JVM working internally to identify different library file. Everything we'll discuss. Then your very fast topic is your data types. What is data types? Next is your oops, your access specifier. So many topics are there. Your multi-threading, multi-threading, and your collections, exception handling, string handling, your IO stream. So so many topics we are going to cover. Once your core Java is over, next is your advanced Java. I just mentioned few topics. There are so many topics. Even we are going to discuss about what is method, what is a variable, what is the constructor, what is the everything. All the 50 keywords. There are 50 keywords present in Java. All the 50 keywords. Once you learn all these 50 keywords, your Java will be over. Okay. So there are, what is keywords? Do you know what is keywords?
Yes, sir.
Advanced, yeah, tell me.
Keywords are like the tokens which are used to identify something in programming language.
Yes, these are the predefined instruction that has been provided in Java. Compiler and JVM will identify, whenever they will identify or encounter these keyword in your programming language, they do some operations. Okay,
Right.
and these are reserved keyword. You can't use those names for your programming language for your purpose. So it is a reserved keyword, reserved name present in Java is known as keyword. So advanced Java, in advanced Java we are going to cover your JSP, servlet, JDBC, okay, and networking. We are going to cover all these things in your part of advanced Java. Once you complete this Java and advanced Java, and what is this JDBC? Do you know what is JDBC?
Yes, sir. Java database connectivity, which is basically used to connect our database to our backend.
Correct. So once you complete this core Java and advanced Java, you are now eligible to develop. You can able to develop this application, whatever deploy on this server. Okay, but
Right,
what is the
right.
problem using developing this application using core Java and advanced? Now you are ready to develop this application, but there is some problem. If you are developing this application using core Java and advanced Java, you may need to write 1,000 line of code. For example, I am giving this application, you need to write 1,000 line of code. Again, there is a requirement of application 2. Again, you have to write 1,000 line of code. Okay, for some requirement you are writing this application, but out of this 1,000 line of code, maybe 700 line of code are duplicate. It is same for application 1 and application 2. Okay, this 700 line of code are similar in application 1 and application 2. These are called duplicate code. How to avoid writing this duplicate code? We need to learn frameworks.
Frameworks. Okay.
What is framework? Any idea?
No, sir, I don't have any exact idea about it, sir.
So framework is a semi-finished reusable application. Semi-finished reusable. Why it is semi-finished? Means whatever the 700 line of code it has been written there. Semi-finished. It cannot be an application. It cannot be a full-fledged application. Whatever 300 line of code is required for your business requirement, that you need to write. Other 700 line of code already written for you. So what is framework? A semi-finished reusable application. You can reuse this semi-finished reusable application for application 1 and application 2. You no need to write the 700 line of code. Using this framework, your application development will be faster. Okay, you no need to write the 700 line of code every time. You can use those library or API, whatever present in this framework, to develop your application. Okay, what are the things we are going to learn in your framework? Your Spring JDBC, Spring ORM, Spring Security, Spring Cloud, Spring Cloud. All these things we are going to learn as part of your Spring. Then Hibernate.
Okay.
Then Spring Boot. So if you don't know Spring Boot, then it is very difficult to nowadays, in the current situation, it is very difficult to get a job. It is otherwise known as microservices. Okay.
Okay.
And live project. Okay. So these are the things we are going to give you as part of your frameworks. What is next? We are giving you SQL, GitHub, and SonarQube. Why GitHub? Because whenever you join any industry, whenever you are working in a project, your project code will be there in somewhere in a remote location, so that everyone whoever working on this project can access remotely. It should not be in your local system or somewhere, so that everybody can use those code which is present remotely. For that we are using GitHub. And SonarQube. What is SonarQube? Once you have written that code, what is the quality of code you are writing? So that quality of whatever code you have written, the quality will be measured by this tool is called SonarQube. It will tell you whether this code, whatever a statement you have written, it is proper or not. Whatever method you have written, it is proper in the guideline of Java or not. So it will tell you, so that there is no problem if you are not using. Sorry, there is no mistake you have done in while writing the program. But if you are not maintain the quality of code, it will cost a large, because it is maintenance cost of that code will be more. That's why every industry they have a quality check. When you will push these changes to a server, then there will be a quality check gate will be there. If your code is not matching that quality, you will be getting mails or notification that your code is not proper. So before pushing the code to the some repository or remote location, you have to check the quality of code. So we are going to give you those things. It's part of this course. Okay. Now,
Okay, sir.
now this is your backend. This is your backend part we are going to give you as part of this Java content. Your backend. Your backend and front end is called full stack. All this technology and this Java technology together is called full stack, or not?
Right, sir.
You are become a full stack developer if you learn both this front end technology, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and Angular, and the Java technology. Then you are become a full stack developer. So most of the institute or training institute, they'll say live project, but at the end they'll give you a project which is already present with them. So that they will say it is a live project. No, we are not going to give this kind of project. We are going to give you a project which is going to live, which is be pressed whenever you will be completing that project. It will be you can find that on website, or we are going to develop some project which will be available on your mobile app also. So those kind of project our students are only developing. We have one project called Geted, one application we are developing. So that will be live after a few months. So our student already started developing that project. So it will be a lifetime project in agile methodology. In industry, whenever you will be going to join, they follow agile methodology to develop the application. Okay, in agile. So they will create some task. You will be completing one sprint. Will be there. There are so many things are there. So with that fashion, we are also developing our, so that you will get a hands-on experience before joining the industry. You can easily accommodate those environment. So these are the things we are going to give you as part of Java. What is the duration of this course? 2.5 months.
Okay.
The duration will be 2.5 months, and course fee is 15K for Java. Only for Java backend, not for front end. Front end and backend, you have to pay 20K.
Okay.
Okay.
With that Java, you are providing SQL also, na? Or we have to enroll individually for SQL as well?
No. These are free. This part of your
Okay.
Java course.
Okay. Right.
Free.
Okay.
These things are is part of your course content. Okay. Only Java,
Okay.
it is 15K. If you are going to learn full stack,
20K.
20K. And you can get this course free of cost. Do you want to know what is the process to get a course free? You have to
Yes.
refer.
How?
You have to refer
Mhm.
3 students,
Okay.
and they have to join. Not only referring,
Mhm.
and they have to join.
Mhm.
And they join. You will get your course fee will be free.
Okay.
Course fee will be free. We are not going to charge a single rupees also.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
again, if they are once they joined, if they are again referring through student, their course fee will be free. Not
Got
like
it.
for you only, it will be free for everyone, those who are providing after
Free.
joining, if they are providing 3 students.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So anything else you want to know?
The course will be in offline mode, no sir, or it will be on
Offline,
online mode only?
both offline and online is available, but for the current situation, we are not allowed to
Yes.
open the institute. So
Right.
currently, till the time we are allowed to open the institute, it will be online. To be frank, we are not going to hide anything, so it will be online. Once it will open, and you will be you can attend the class offline. And one more thing, you will be supported lifetime. If you want, if you are not able to understand in this batch, you can attend the another batch. You are not going to charge a single rupee. You can attend as many time you want the courses. Whatever course you have enrolled, all Java or any course you are, whatever you have enrolled, you can attend that class n number of time. We will not going to ask you a single rupees for that. Once you enroll means you are allowed to join the class anytime.
Okay. Sir, where your office is exactly located in Bangalore?
Marathali.
In Marathali.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the placement assistance procedure, sir, in your institute?
Yeah, we have 2 programs. One is referral program, and we have different institute or different organization with us. I'll give you
Okay.
one. I'll give you one. sorry, I have shared. I'll just log into my Gmail, then I'll show you. We have
Yes,
referred
yes.
today. We have referred three students, three candidates, to an farm, IT farm. So I'll show you. You can see my screen, right? So we have
Yes, yes.
referred these three students today.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
you can see 3:27 p.m. We have 2 hours ago. We have referred these three students uh, to a
Right, right.
uh, um, a recruiter. So every time we have different job groups also. We have WhatsApp groups also, and we have websites. So let me share. the- You can see the placements. We so you can see. Let me share again. So recently, these three students has been placed in this month of March. So one is placed in
Okay.
Bridge Lab, one is TCS, and one is Mindtree.
Great. Sir, I would like to tell you something.
Yeah, tell me.
Basically, now to be very honest, I am 2015th batch pass out, sir.
Okay.
That is the only reason why I joined ABC, because they are providing some placement assistance. Which means
But
there are some companies which are also allowing 2015 students. So it's quite difficult for me right now to, means, as I can see, these students are from 2019 pass out, right?
yeah, these are freshers, 2019 freshers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So is there any, it means, are
Yeah,
you allowing 2015-16 batch pass out
yes,
students, so
but
that?
as not as a freshers, 15, 16, it is not as a fresher. You have to apply as a experience.
Yes. Okay, okay. I got it. I
You
got
got-
your point.
Yeah.
Mm, okay.